This time I'd like to call the grading board meeting to order. That proposal.
First up, we have proposal for the Kane ditch. It is from Weaver Excavating. Weaver Excavating's bid is $37,000 each. Next bid is from Alsop Excavating. It is $23,444. It is from Mike Plesiak Excavating. Bid of $29,715. It is from Pemberton LLC. $145,750. Is that the right job? $245,750.
The Kane ditch.
Kane ditch. That's right. Just gonna sell. Yeah.
$245,750.
Down there, like.
Okay.
Yeah, more than good. Everybody, is there anybody in the room that has not heard their bid read? Four total? Four total, that's all right, four total. Anybody online that didn't hear their bid? Oh, nobody online, is there, Dee? I have there, Mr. Chairman, on the Kane ditch.
Usually we pass them around and look at them. Do we need to do that? I don't think you can put it down. Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we award the Cane Ditch project to Al Alsop for $23,444. Second.
Motion been made and seconded to award to Alsop excavating $23,424. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next up, we have the Carful ditch. First bid is from Beaver Excavating. Bid of $8,900. Next up is from Allsop Excavating. Almost $6,270. Yeah. That's right. Next up is from Mike Plesiak Excavating. Total of $9,400. Last one from Pemberton Landscaping, Pemberton LLC, $60,625. $625. $60,000. Anybody in the room? Didn't hear their bid read? Anybody online didn't hear their bid read?
The report contract to Carful ditch to Allsop.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded to award to Alsop excavating $6,270. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Where is that located?
That is. Next up, we have bid opening for Potato Creek. First one is from Beaver Excavating. Is $15,200. Next is Allsop Excavating. Allsop Excavating, $10,950. Next up is Mike Plesiak. It is $23,739. $23,739. It is from Pepperton LLC. $74,250. 74,250. Anybody in the room? Didn't do their bid read? Anybody online that can hear their bid read? There are none, that is it.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion. We award the Potato Creek to Allsop Excavating for $10,950.
Motion been made and seconded to award to Alsop for $10,950. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Next, we have bids for Nature's Gate Basin. First one, Beaver Excavating. Beaver Excavating price is 32,000 even, 32,000. Next up is Allsop. It is $4,700. $4,700. It is from Princeton LLC. $23,200. $23,200. That's the last bid that we have to open. Anybody here that did not hear their bid read? Or Nature's Gate? Anybody online? Bid or Nature's Gate? Hearing none. Oh, I have Mr. Chairman, only three on that.
I'll make the motion. We award the Nature's Gate work to Allsop Excavating with $4,700.
Motion been made and seconded to award to Alsop for $4,700. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
That's all I have right now, Mr. Chairman. Great job, Mr. Surveyor.
Watering permit requests.
Somebody, they said they were gonna be here.
Same company doing all three.
Waiting on it.
I went to the fourth quarter.
Nobody down there when I did. Go up the elevator, I went there to you. Stage 7 floor on the agenda.
The say seventh floor, it was advertised seventh floor, and we even talked about seventh floor. We even talked to them, I believe, last week.
I think if anybody went down there, you see a dark room. Yeah, so, given they're not here in attendance, I'd like to make a motion to table the deep watering permits to.
Second.
I guess it would be our November meeting. 2 weeks,
November 11th.
November 11th.
So moved.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Requests for new proposals.
The law is requesting proposals for the Woodward ditch. Main line, I guess, to Woodward Lincoln Highway home sites. Mud River, Grapevine, Black, and the Mud River, Riley North. 5 proposals. Well, and then we will open them on November the 11th.
Yeah, what do we need a motion to, yeah, I would make a motion to, let Mr. Law request new proposals for the, for the, which is that just been stated.
Second. Motion been made and seconded to set the November meeting for the new proposal, that would be the bids.
Right.
For the new number 11.
That's on there also.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
You wanted to talk about that?
Yeah. Do we have privilege of the floor at this?
Yes.
So yesterday, driving around, looking at the new work out our way off the Nespadani and just kind of cruising around. Driving up down Strawberry Road, and there are 2 dewatering discharges into the Nespadani on the work that's being done south side, south of State Road 2. They're both, I got pictures of both. They're both north of the pipeline that goes through, gas line, fuel line that goes through east and west across that property. Both of these dewatering discharges are north of that pipeline, but between there and State Road 2. I was kind of surprised because I don't recall us having any requests for a permit as this. And I tell you, between the 2 of them, what we did approve north of State Road 2 for C&E, I believe it's
C&E.
yeah. Makes that look small. What's being discharged south of 2 versus north. And you can really tell in the Nespadani, the amount of water flowing down south as it goes, to the Kankakee. All in all, I would say the ditch is handling it pretty well, but when you get down south of Johnson Road to the railroad tracks where it flattens out, where we've been talking about that area in that culvert, you can definitely tell there that the water is up higher. And I talked to Mr. Bailey yesterday about it too, when he was saying the same thing, how the waters come up, and you can just drive by and notice water flowing down, which it would be for what they're discharging.
That's before any of this proposal is.
Yeah, that's
involved.
before any of this, yeah. So just wanted to bring, I got some pictures of, I sent.
Yeah, I've got
Mr. Law, John, but,
gonna print them, but I ran out of time.
yeah.
John, this is,
Well,
we're on the
I was gonna
call.
send it
You can hear us.
yesterday, and I didn't want to bother you on Sunday.
No, that's fine. Brian does.
He did. He said he did.
Yeah, he did.
Ah,
They can't.
Yeah.
There's somebody online?
Yeah, C&E Excavating is on the line. I'm not sure if you guys can hear us or not.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, they can't talk.
Okay, we're having a very hard time hearing you come through.
Because if you don't take Zoom participation, you have to be in. State law.
He probably didn't hear that, Marcel.
You have to be present to speak. Can't participate via Zoom. All right, my recommendation would be to have John go out there. John, you need to take pictures yourself for the county, get them printed. If they're doing it, talk to them, get them to stop. If not, we'll do a cease and desist letter from the surveyor. You need to send the permits, go through the process like everybody else. The permits will be taken probably by you guys in the order that they're received. We've already got some dewatering permits out there. We've got some new permits received. It's gonna be up to you guys to determine, Scott probably determine how much the ditch can actually handle. And if they're it's a process, so if they didn't follow it, then. But, so get out there, take some pictures, talk to them.
Is that, Marcel? Is that something that was probably contracted through redevelopment, but John and I will definitely go look at it after we're done here. But I wonder if Lawson and Fisher was aware of that.
I hadn't heard anything from.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing that south, if that's Wellbridge doing that south side. I think it is.
Yeah, I haven't heard much from the south side.
No, they're just kind of doing what they want to do, so.
Yeah,
And they do that there. Not just them.
that's Amazon.
Well, for the amount of water they're gonna discharge it for that many days. I think we ought to know about it.
These additional permits that we table now, plus what it's currently being found as we speak, I mean, it's a large volume of water.
One or two of those that are on the table right now go into the Rogers Clark.
Yeah, and I wanted to comment on that also, if we're gonna allow this to discharge into the Rogers Clark, gonna flow south down to the MJ Lane. We should dam it off, south of Forest Road right there, but the Rogers Clark has to go down the MJ Lane and go out to that's what so that it flow south to try to get to the county line, cause then it flattens out so bad through there. The MJ Lane and the Nespatonic can handle it better
Then that ditch going to the county line.
than the ditch going to the county line. Once it gets to the county line, not a problem, but getting to that point. That was concerning to me. Or if we could just have them requested that it would all get discharged right to the dam.
So John and I will investigate and get back to you then, Marcel, for a letter to whoever.
If necessary, I mean, maybe they'll just
Stop.
send in the permit.
15 minutes.
All right, I'll reach out there.
Strawberry.
I'm driving myself tonight, but.
Oh, I'm not right with you.
Well, relative to the, other discharge permits for the Nespatani, we're doing a study right now, right, or Foster Fisher is? So is there, I mean, when do we say this is too much? Or this is okay, and how do we know there's to be so much there
Yeah,
without a study or some guidelines? I feel like
I
it's
think
guessing.
what
Guessing
Randy
a little
just
bit.
brought up is right at this point. Things are pretty much in order, but to have this much to it.
yeah.
And
And
where they're
not
gonna route
knowing
it.
not knowing what they're wanting to do south side of two on these pictures what I seen yesterday.
Again, I think Lawson and Fisher has all those contracts for redevelopment.
Yeah, I mean, they'll have to come through, they'll have to give us calculations on the ditch, and we know the railroad. It's been a problem for decades. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's,
with those new culverts in, was it 10 years ago now, something like that?
I don't know if it's been 10 yet, maybe close, yeah,
Jack and board that one big one through.
yeah,
Yeah, that was,
yeah,
I don't think it was quite 10 years, but
yeah.
could be. I mean, what time flies.
We weren't harvesting yesterday on the farm, everybody had the day off, so I was just gonna ride around my pickup and go check the Nespatani out. Look, I started down by the railroad, I drove down there and I thought, man, there's a lot of water right here. I was surprised. So then I just started driving upstream up along Strawberry Road and just kind of looking at, man, there's just a lot of water flowing through there. But I got north of Gordon Road and north of that, it's like, I don't remember all this discharge permit or anything. The only thing I remember about or recalling about on the south side of two is we approved, I think, a 30-inch discharge pipe for the
Yeah.
retention basins for relief. Stormwater. Yep. So that was my, yeah.
And it's temporary crossings.
Oh, on a temporary crossing. So this, the large discharge with the yellow liner in it is right in near where that temporary, crossing is. It's right in that area.
Either twice.
It's just north of where the Nesmajani curves northwesterly along Strawberry. That large discharge. The north one is just north of that curve.
It'd be helpful if we had like a, manifest of what we've already approved and how much,
Yeah.
how much and the dates that they're.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I was thinking about that anyways. Should have done that.
I've been thinking about it this morning. I guess I'm really thankful to the Drainage Board and all the work and the maintenance that we've done on the Nesmajani through the years. And I think Bailey has gotten most of that work and had not that been done. Be worse than what it is, you know. Like I say, the ditch is handling it well till it gets downstream near that railroad. Bailey Farm. It's south of Johnson Road to the river.
I know John's been talking to Bailey in regards to lowering that culvert there.
Yeah, he's working on that, the logistics of that. Plus I
And,
can,
and the crops have all been harvested down.
have they, okay.
Yeah.
There was still a field left last week.
Well, they're all gone yesterday, so, yeah.
Can't imagine what that would look like though, if Bailey went and gone through there and cut all that weed, all those weeds out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Cut from Johnson Road almost all the way down to Ski Culvert.
yeah. He said he's gonna do some brushing on that today, so, yeah. Yeah, it's pushed all the weeds and stuff, the growth that we've had all summer long. All this water discharges, I mean, it's opened the ditch up.
Well, Brian, you
It's a
know,
swift.
Brian-
stream through there.
Brian ripped something up where he put a boat motor on the.
Oh,
back of the
yeah,
Boat
yeah.
and ran up and down chopping them up too,
Yeah.
so. That helped.
So we will look at the Nesmajani, the discharges and get back with this to 11.
What's up?
See what's up, yeah.
Thank you for.
Sounds like somebody
bringing
might
that to
meet you
our
guys out
attention.
there.
What's that?
So it sounds like somebody might meet you guys out there.
Oh.
If anyone's listening, 15 minutes.
The C and E, they're, everything they went is north.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's one or
North.
two going into the.
Currently north, and then they're wanting to do along State Road too. so.
Yeah, and they, part of it's going to Riders Park, the other part of it, that has to be done.
The C&E is a contractor that got the work for the new Nesmajani, right?
Correct. And they're
Looks
also
nice.
doing some other stuff out there
Yeah.
too, but I'm not quite sure what that is.
I showed myself around there yesterday too, it looks nice.
Yeah.
But nobody stopped me, so.
Marvin's done.
Yeah, yeah. Like, shall we adjourn? Yeah.
Second, it all in favor.
Right.
Aye.
All right.
Motion carried.
Thank you, gentlemen. See everyone on November the 11th.